Well, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about different camo patterns and is camo important, or is one camo pattern or brand better than the other in different things I've used. A lot of that's going to have to do with hunting on the ground, which is mainly what I do. But even in a tree stand, if I'm sitting in a tree stand, I don't want to stand out, so I'm gonna wear something or a natural color. But if y'all watched any of my videos, you've probably seen my ghillie suit top that I basically wear for everything. But it's the Advantage Max 1 Timber. I don't know that anybody even sells these anymore. I'd have to check. I know there's a few of these. I see them on eBay and stuff, but I've had this one for a lot of years. But you can see it's the base color is the kind of a darker tan and a light tan, and then it has the different shades of green, but nothing really dark. So everything about it is kind of light, and just in contrast, like a mossy oak, or a lot of camo brands are dark and black, and like I don't know where this is supposed to blend in, maybe in a fresh burn or something, but it not very practical. So like why would I want lighter colors? And I'm just like, I understand I could go dress up in a rainbow suit and kill a deer, but I don't want to. Even if I'm sitting on the ground in a high squirrel populated area, I don't want squirrels barking at me and stuff, so I'm going to be hid. But I don't want a young buck or a doe comes out first, if I'm sitting on the ground or even in a tree stand. I don't want a deer stand there stomping, trying to figure out what they're looking at, whether they spook or not. It's going to put the older buck on edge, and if he was coming behind him, he may just turn around and go right back the way he was going. So I'm gonna think about these things, but why I prefer this over, say, darker camo. Majority of this is Florida, but you could apply it anywhere early season. I don't think this is gonna blend in great in the snow. But Florida has greenery year round. Some type of greenery year round. Obviously it's greener now than it would be in January, but the base color is a light color. So if you just walked out in the woods and stood there and looked at what's moving, green is moving, or a light tan, light brown, very light color is moving, like broom sage, or just your weeds and stuff blowing around in the wind. Tree limbs, it's either green or light brown. You're not looking at black or dark brown or some tree bark color blowing around, because it's not moving. It's stationary. So obviously I'm never gonna sit 100% perfectly still. So I want to appear like a piece of grass moving or whatever. The color of my ghillie suit blends in with things around me that are moving. And I think I get away with so much more than if I, like, a lot of the ghillie suits now on like Amazon and stuff, where that they're like a gray base with brown and a little bit of green. There's some bright green ones I've seen recently that I liked, but they still have the darker base color, and it's basically awful. I mean, I don't know. Other than a burn, I don't know anywhere where that would blend in. So it sticks out like a sore thumb. Like if I see hunters in the woods or something, they look like a black blob out there wearing mossy oak camo. But you won't even see me for the most part. Like I had filming guys this year in turkey hunting. I'd have them set up 20 yards in front of me or something, and they go to turn around and look at me, and I'm running a camera or multiple cameras and everything else, and I'm seeing them look. They're trying to find me, and I'm sitting by the same tree I've been sitting for 20 minutes, 20 yards behind them, and they can't see me. It's the same thing. But as far as what brands and patterns, and you know, a lot of camo is getting, or has been for years, since mossy oak and real tree and all that stuff. But your Instagram hunters and stuff, you know, have the latest camo patterns, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. But as far as any patterns I've seen recently, most are going to the darker gray, and as far as blending in, that's absolutely awful. But the clothing has got a lot better. Like, there's different companies now that's making it's expensive clothing, but the cockleburrs and things like that don't stick to you. Very silent. You don't have to wear big jackets. They have different layers, so you can layer up when it's cold. So there's a lot of pluses to it. But even if I did wear the latest greatest camo, I'm putting this on over it. But I mean, this is basically all I need, short of if it's cold and I need to have some layers on. But that's my thoughts on camouflage in the woods. Lighter colors are moving, darker colors are stationary. It's not rocket science. So that's what I base my camouflage off of, and know it's successful compared to taking guys with me, and I basically judge my camouflage for what works for me in turkey season. I know without a shadow of a doubt is going to work for me in deer season. So I'll take guys turkey hunting that are wearing the new, I can't even pronounce some of these brand names, but the latest greatest thing, and it's all gray, and it's like the turkey, as soon as the turkey gets out in the clear, you know, he's picking them out. And I'm over here with cameras and everything else, and he hadn't even thought about seeing me. But like bottom line for me is breaking up my outline, so it's going to be some type of ghillie suit, and then the light base color with the green, and then, you know, if I was going somewhere that the color patterns were different, then I would change what I'm doing, but I'm still going to use the same method. But 99% of the places that's going to work for me, whether I'm hunting in Kansas and it's sage grass or whatever you call it, and all that, or I'm hunting in the swamps of Florida, this works. This does not. I do have a dark ghillie suit that every once in a while I'll break out if I'm turkey hunting in a fresh burn. But short of that, I want to look like what's moving in the woods naturally. So that's light colored camo, you know, light base. But I'm not talking bad about camo companies and all this stuff. I know since camo was invented, it was invented for the hunter for what the hunter thought looked good. It was never invented to sneak up on deer. You know, it was to look cool, I guess. But we don't need camo. But if I'm gonna utilize camo, then I'm gonna utilize something that has a good pattern on and benefits me, not what my pictures look like on Instagram. But anyway, there's my thoughts on camouflage. Hope it was helpful, and we'll see you on the next one.